Hey, thank y'all for stopping by to see what we do in our coffee shops. I got Miss Birchman with me today, and Freddie's over there, one of our workers here in the coffee shop. And guys, we have got 24 ounces of our dark roast coffee. This is a fresh roasted coffee. We get Texas grounds to roast up a special brew for us. That's what that is. We use our dark roast and our cold brew. So we're going to show you kind of how we do that. Yeah. Guys, we've got a bun grinder. This isn't the one we do our espressos with. This is strictly for our cold brew and for our regular brew coffee. But we're going to go inside with 24 ounces. And we're going to adjust the grind to make it coarse.
Now we have ground our coffee beans to a coarse grind, and we're going to dump it right into our filter.
Lid goes on top, handles kind of lock it in place where the lid can't come off. It's mesh all the way around it. And we have found out that it works best for us at about
12 hours.
12 hours, 14 tops. We go past 14, we have a problem with bitterness. So we'll do that. Freddie, you want to do the honors of dunking that in there? So that's going in. Let her on in, and then get the lid. So that's there, and we're gonna make 3 gallons. So you'll get to see the rest of this actually tomorrow. It's into the school day now. This is going in the refrigerator. I'll get here early in the morning and pull it out, and we'll get it out of the fridge. We'll get a picture of Freddie putting it in the fridge for us. And in the morning, when we pull the grinds out, you'll see we're gonna come all the way up to 3 gallons and top it off at 3 gallons, and that's what it'll make for us. So you lose a little bit of water in the grounds, right? So Freddie, let's get that in there. So next day we're in here, we're gonna get our cold brew made. Remember, we like 12 to 14 hours of brew time. Over that, we tend to get a bitterness in our coffee, so we don't wanna do it. So Freddie, you wanna take care of our grounds and get those out? This is, I guess, the part not to screw up on, because you can drop it back in there and maybe have grounds fall in there. We don't want to do that. That's happened before. There's the cold brew. It's going to finish draining, and it's made to sit right there where it will drain. So that's going there. And what we're going to do next is add some things to our cold brew, right, to get them right. So Freddie, if you want to take care of that, let them know what we're doing.
So I'm going to be adding a 1/4 cup of pure Mexican vanilla extract.
And guys, we put that in there. It just mellows the cold brew. Seems like it makes a better cold brew. And so, not exactly, but pretty close to a 1/4 cup. We're going to go with 3 gallons of water now. This is kind of draining. So what we're gonna do is come in here, and this is ice water, right? It's been in the refrigerator all night, so it's cold. So we'll find our 3 gallon mark, and we'll fill it up to there. So we got 3 gallons of cold brew. I'm gonna get these grounds out of here now. So cold brew is about ready to go. The last thing we do is it's cold brew, so we've got to keep it cold, right? So we have an insert that we put in here, and this stays in the freezer all night, so it's frozen, and it'll keep our cold brew nice and cold for us. And there's a slot down in there that this fits into so that it sits and doesn't tip over. So there it goes right there.
And now that's how we make our cold brew.
We are back. Freddie had to go to band. Drew's stepping in, gonna make some drinks for you. So tell them what kind of drinks you're gonna make for us today.
Caramel cold foam and a pumpkin spice cold foam.
That's it. So those are the 2 drinks. Come in here close. We'll show you how to make these 2 cold brew drinks.
Okay, so next we're gonna make our cold foam. First he's gonna make the caramel cold foam to go with the caramel iced coffee.
So we're getting in our caramel drizzle first, then our ice, and now our cold brew.
So now we're doing 2 pumps of caramel.
And after that, we do our cold foam, right?
Yes, cold
So,
foam.
and we're doing a caramel cold foam. Got a nice cold pitcher. So our frothing pitcher is good. It came right out of the refrigerator, so it's cold. That's gonna help with your cold foam development. And what's our ratio that we put them into?
So we're gonna do half of whipping cream and a half of whole milk.
So it's about a 50-50. We don't always measure it out. It's kind of, sometimes we just kind of eyeball about a 1/4 cup. It's kind of how much we do at a time, and that's really enough kind of for 2 drinks. But we'll do that. So let's go ahead and get our milks in, and then he'll tell you the other ingredients going in.
All right, so we're gonna do half of the milk. Go right there. All right, now we're gonna do half of the heavy whipping cream. About a splash of vanilla extract. Tablespoon of powdered sugar. And now mix it all up.
Usually it's about, what, 30 to 60 seconds?
Yeah. And this is how you make a caramel iced coffee with the caramel cold foam. We did forget to add or show you that we did add the caramel to the cold foam, but all of our other standard ingredients for our cold foam are in our video.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is a pumpkin spice, right, with a
Yes,
cold foam. So
pumpkin
we're gonna do
spice.
that next. Let y'all see that drink. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna be making the pumpkin spice. So first, we're gonna add our pumpkin spice, a little drizzle, and a cup of ice.
Ice to it. And now our cold brew.
So to making the pumpkin spice cold foam is basically the same process as the caramel one. Just
We're not gonna add caramel.
We're gonna add some pumpkin spice. So
So about a 1/4 cup.
now our Mexican vanilla, and a tablespoon of powdered sugar.
And then we just whisk that up till it gets nice and frothy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we wanted to do a pumpkin spice cold foam, all we'd have to do is take our flavor. Let's do that. Oop, sprayed some of that on Drew right there. We just put a pump in there, puts a little pumpkin flavor in the foam itself. That's ready to go. And now we'll add our flavors to the, so we'll go 2 pumps of our pumpkin spice.
And then 1 pump of vanilla. So the foam's not really thick because we don't want it sitting on top. We want it going down to the cold brew.
So if you want it on top, just use heavy cream, right? That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for something that'll kind of penetrate. And then we got a little foam at the end to sit up on top. But the majority of it's going down into our cold brew. And if it's not coming out, you just take your, and sometimes it'll do that. Use a nice cold pitcher, right? Or your frothing pitchers, and that helps the foam not to separate, but sometimes this foam will separate a little. That looks pretty. And then a shake of pumpkin spice at the end, right?
Yes.
So this is just pumpkin pie spice like you would put in your pumpkin pie, right? And we just do a little shake at the end on top, just for kind of decoration.
There's your pumpkin spice cold brew.
Good drink. That's a very popular for us. Of course, everybody loves pumpkin spice, right? Good one there. Drew, thanks a lot for making
Yeah,
those.
Thank you. Best coffee I've ever had. That's amazing.
Thanks for stopping at Texas Style Cuisine.
Yeah, guys, we always do appreciate that. These kids do a lot of great things. And check out the videos. We got a lot of videos with our students making sausage, making different dishes, and now making coffee videos. All right, so we got a few of those coming up. So keep checking in for those. But thanks for being here, and we're gonna see y'all down the road.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
How them boys put food away beats all I've ever seen.